No mai haere mai, welcome into some Sunday evening hoops from the NZNBL, and we start as we always do with the Rapid League. Round 8 from the Edgar in Dunedin. The Otago Nuggets taking on the Southland Sharks. One of the great rivalries in our league. And we start with the youngsters, Hugh Baden here alongside Crystal Ledger-Walker. This is some big news ahead of the NZNBL game that we're just waiting for full confirmation on whether Sam Timmins will play, but either way we're in for a good one tonight.
Yeah, we absolutely are. Some changes to this squad since the last time they matched up. I'm excited for the rematch of rivalry round. Yeah, really excited to see the different players come into Rapid League and how this all plays out. Nuggets
sitting in fourth place, all the fours. Fourth place, 4 wins, 4 losses in the Rapid League standings. Otago leading the way with their 8-2 record. The Sharks 3-7, right, towards the bottom of the Rapid League, but going pretty well in the NZNBL, which we'll get to in about an hour's time. Like you say, some movements in both squads, both rosters ahead of this one. There's some injuries, but also some guys returning from injury will affect the NZNBL game more than it will the Rapid League game.
Yeah, absolutely, and we see some of those guys, come back down into this Rapid League with some players coming back into this squad. Obviously a lot of movement in there. We see the starting 5 for the Sharks.
Webster, Wynyard, Ledger, Burtonshaw and Tobias Cameron. You can see sitting there, number 11 in the middle of the bench, back from a stint in England with the Cheshire Phoenix, following in his old man's footsteps, played there as well. And resplendent in tartan, the night and day Otago Nuggets, Smiler, Thatapaese, Boomer, Open House and Journey Tiffany. Named in the squad just yesterday. A few youngsters away at the National Under-20s. So the cavalry's been called in as we see the Chemist Warehouse head-to-head.
Yeah, how about these stats? Check that out. Obviously, we see the Nuggets just shooting above on scoring and points allowed. But both teams really looking to get back in that winning column. Both coming in with some L's, so looking to right those wrongs. And then that player spotlight, what you can expect from both of those players, Tyson and Quake, is some shooting snipers from deep. They lead their squads in scoring. Tyson Thatspaese leads the league all-time in scoring, closing in on 500 points. And then Quake Webster, obviously the Sharks' all-time leading scorer in this Rapid League as well.
Both averaging over 8 points a game in the shortened format here in New Zealand. 4-minute quarters. No starters from the NZNBL game allowed to play. No imports allowed to play. Backpacks mandatory for the ball deliverer down in Dunedin. Crew chief Matt Bathurst takes the ball. He'll be joined by Regan Ashley and Leo Shaw. Whistles in hand. Southland in the white. Dunedin, Otago in their tartan, and we are underway. The Sharks control the tip. Inside they go. Bit of delay and a finish, and a nice one at that. Totoko Wynyard with the first points.
Great set play run for him, setting that back screen, getting him a low catch down low where we know he has the strength to get it done.
That's a PSC step back three, looking to get himself going early. Delayed whistle. Out on the shot, go to the line to shoot 3.
We know he is so lethal from beyond the arc. He draws a lot of attention and respect out of Tobias Cameron on that closeout. It's a reason why he's pouring in so many points. He gets a lot at this Chemist Warehouse free throw line as well.
This is his first. It's a notoriously cold gym.
It is.
Takes a little while to warm up in the Edgar Centre. Gets the third to go.
Plus, that's PSC finding himself a new home with the Nuggets this season. Played for the Jets and was an absolute bucket there. Tobias Cameron going to work down low.
He's bullying his way in, misses his first attempt, fouled on the second. We go to the Chemist Warehouse strike to shoot 2.
So good to see him back home, back on our shores. playing basketball again. We know him as a hard worker, one of the best work ethics in the league. He does all the little things for his team. I'm sure the Sharks are very happy to have him back.
Averaged over 10 points and 4 rebounds over in England for Cheshire.
Been pretty handy bringing another Tall Blacks player back into your mix.
Free ball off the back line from Fred Oppenhaus. Cameron grabs the rebound, goes the other way, gets 2 feet in the paint again, goes to work, good hand from behind. Smiler. And Sharks go again from the baseline. They're going to look for Cameron. Smiler prevents a catch and shoot. Cameron to Wynyard, back to Cameron, and that's nice ball movement from the Sharks.
Great little 1-2 between Tautoko, Wynyard and Tobias Cameron. Tobias Cameron getting a lot of touches early in this game, running some sets, obviously trying to get him comfortable back in this league.
That's a great welcome back for him, isn't it? The Rapid League. Good hand from Wynyard. And coming together during the rebound. Smiler. It's off the floor slowly.
Right, it's a great intro for Tobias Cameron to come back in Rapid League, have the opportunity not just to adjust to the different game style, but also the way our refs call the game.
And like you say, get his hands on the ball plenty. A little less pressure, a lot faster. Brand of basketball in Rapid League. Oppenhaus doesn't shoot that one. Instead finds Smiler. He will shoot it. Straight out in front. 3 ball off to the left. Rebounded by Ledger.
The Sharks daring him to shoot that. Both went under. Inside look for Tautoko. He had the advantage on size.
3 ball off from Ledger. Rebounded on the bench by Max Darling, who we'll see for the first time this season.
Just scary times for the Sharks when they can bring 2 Tall Blacks with the caliber that Tobias Cameron and Max Darling bring. And obviously already on a good roll, having a 7-game win streak in the NZNBL.
Absolutely cooking in the NZNBL. Jonathan Yim's team. Jene Tiffany can't get that one to go. Wynyard with the board.
On that defensive set, we saw the Sharks drop into a 2-3 zone.
Burton Shaw rises up from in the paint. That one doesn't drop. So both teams struggling to get the ball in the basket to start this game. That's Paese looking to put an end to the drought for the Nuggets. That one doesn't drop. Good offensive board though. Might go again. Tyson flings it out. That one too strong from Jene Tiffany.
And that's the way to go when shots aren't dropping. Get on the boards, get some extra looks. I like that Tyson Thatchpaisi didn't force the second 3. He got a paint touch and a kick out. Make the defense work a little bit more. Caleb Smiler at the line out of Waikato. He's been down in Dunedin for a few seasons now.
This is both from the line. Rebound pulled in by Riley Snow. Looks like he's into the game day squad today for Sam Timmins, who was listed as questionable. And we're not expecting him to take the floor tonight. Should be a blow to the Sharks, given the season that Big Sam's having. And of all the games, I'd love to play this one in his hometown.
Right, definitely wanting to get up for. And speaking of getting up, how about with Ledger on that finish? But yeah, Sam will be a big loss. I'm interested to see what style of basketball they choose to play today. Obviously adding the speed of Tobias Cameron and the athleticism of Max Darling back into the team.
Another miss for the Nuggets, who are yet to connect from the field. 20 seconds left in this first quarter. Webster, Wynyard, swiftly double-teamed. Long three, Quake Webster doesn't go. Wynyard looks to affect the rebound, out of bounds it goes.
Good look for Quake Webster, who's shooting it at almost 50% from three in this rapid league.
That one goes right through Wynyard's hands. A bullet pass on the inbound from Burton Short.
You can really just see the intention, though, of getting it inside. They know they have the advantage in size with Tautoko. And even if he doesn't get a good look, they're doubling down, so forcing the rotations.
Player timeout called from the Nuggets.
And we see a lot of teams saving this for the second quarter, but when you've only scored 1 point, it's a good time to use it, and you don't want to end that way.
Oh for 8 from the field in the first quarter of this Otago Nuggets side. 7 of those 8 shots from beyond the arc. Still cooked up in their player timeout. Smiler, open house, 3-ball, doesn't go. So there's the first quarter, and it's one to forget for the Otago Nuggets Rapid League team. Just 1 point in it, and they trail 8-1.
From the Otago Nuggets right now, I'm telling my team to get some paint touches. We've been harping on about them not being able to connect from the three. They also only typically play with 5 players, so it's hard for the coach to try change up momentum or game plan because they don't have those timeouts to use in this rapid league. But while we are having a little bit of a timeout, that is something you should get in on. That large meatball pizza use. The online code SALESBOLA26 or scan that QR code, valid until Tuesday, the 2nd of June.
Come on, you haven't got work tomorrow. King's birthday, get a large meatball pizza in here. Watch some basketball.
Right, one way to support our teams is also to support these great deals on your screen.
Indication of whether the Nuggets are going to use their subs. I don't think I even saw Isaac Miller-Jose at the bench just there. Might have been just off screen. Bardsley and Miller-Jose are the listed subs.
Yeah, we got to keep in mind, you know, they're without Christian Martin, who also averages almost 10 points per game. He's away with the 3-on-3 national team, so that's a big loss. And then also Toby Hunt, who's their leading scorer. So that's a lot, you know, of points to make up.
Webster, 2 feet in the paint, looks to drop it off, out of bounds off Fred Openhouse's leg. Sharks possession.
Quake Webster can shoot the ball, but he also leads this team in assists, averaging 3 per game. Does a good job of organizing this squad.
Webster on the snow screen and drops it into Big Riley. Goes up through a bit of contact. Can't get it to go, but he'll go again. Webster downhill, straight through, and a nice finish off the glass.
He plays with such great pace. Whenever he catches the ball, he's going with momentum. On that one, just too quick for the defense.
That's Paesi going to the hoop, as we thought that the Nuggets might look to do now after a barrage of missed threes, but that one well defended. Webster on the other end, 3-ball, doesn't drop. Snow with a good rebound. Cameron thought twice about it, then let's go. That's Paesi with the board.
Couple good looks for the Sharks. That's a good look for Tyson Thatsapaesi, and just like that, we've finally got a 3 on the board for the Nuggets.
First 3 of the game and 11 attempts of both teams as Cameron just playing physically. He earns another trip to the line.
There's one thing I love about his game. So we have another look at Quake Webster slashing to the hoop and finishing. But Tobias Cameron, he's one of those types of people that takes a matchup personally. If you're going to score on me, I'm going to come right back down here and give it to you, or at least make my presence be felt.
got that mindset. This is his brother. Brother Flynn just named Male Player of the Year at the Basketball New Zealand Awards. It's basically to trap him at half court. He does well to get out of it. Here's Smiler. Nice find. The 3-ball doesn't go. Rebound though. And a great finish. Fred Oppenhaus.
I like that from Fred down low. We've seen him kind of hang around that 3-point line, but he really needs to get inside and pull those boards in like that. Tobias Cameron from 3. Short.
Oppenhaus with the rebound. Smiler comes the other way, fires it over. June Tiffany can't get it to go. Cameron launches it forward, gets it back. And he's fouled on the baseline.
You see Tautoko Wynyard back in the game.
The Sharks happy to use their subs. Cameron takes a seat. Webster shrugs off one. It's a miracle pass out of the shot attempt. That one doesn't go. Tatapaesu with the rebound. Snow fighting for it though. Here goes Tyson. Just a nonchalant floater from the free throw line, doesn't drop. Hits the rebound. That 3-ball doesn't go either. Wynyard with the board.
The Nuggets still struggling. Put the ball in the hoop this quarter. Zane Burdenshaw. Webster once again getting down that right-hand lane. Too easy.
But Webster is benefiting from the massive frame of Tautoko Wynyard, using his centre very well as the Nuggets get one back. Much needed one back for Caleb Smiler.
Right, he had had enough, got himself in the paint, over 3 finishing.
Tried to thread the needle to Riley Snow. And Smiler drops it back. Patrick Journey-Tippany gets the 3 to drop.
Great look. And just like that, they're back in the game.
And a lot of noise from the Nuggets bench for the young man out of Otago Boys High in his first game for the Nuggets. Well, that pass saved absolutely wonderfully from Quake Webster. And he almost got an assist out of it as Wynyard would go to the line.
Smart from Quake Webster to save that and just throw it up in the air for his big man to go and get. Tautoko so hard to stop inside.
And that is a big man.
Yeah. Yep.
Just chuck it up there, he'll go get it.
It's in the name.
Gets the second one to drop with a bit of help from the rim. Ten seconds to go in the first half. The Nuggets fought their way back into this one after a 1-point first quarter. There's Patrick Journey-Tippany. Gets that one wedged up in the rim.
And we'll see if the Sharks use their PNZ player timeout. They still have it left. So you have to wait to catch the ball, have the ball in hand to be able to call it. Okay, what do you think they're going to go to here? Do you go back inside to Tautoko Wynyard, who's got the size inside, or do you put it in Quake Webster's hands and make him, you know, play make?
I think they give it to Quake Webster, and Wynyard comes and sets the screen, and Webster makes the play from there.
We'll see if your brain's the same place as the Sharks.
Short to inbound. They don't do it. Maybe they should have done that. Instead, Journey-Tippany is going to finish with a layup on his 3rd and 4th points, and isn't he pumped? The young man, Patrick Journey-Tippany, has the final say of the first half, and the Nuggets with a 12-point quarter
How about the speed to get down the court and put it up just before the buzzer goes off. And heck yeah, you should be excited that your team is 1 point back in this game after scoring just one in that first quarter. Johnny Tiffany, a local out of Otago, boys. One place to get that call up, as you mentioned.
Pretty cool. Come through the system, come through the local high school system, get to run out. Would have played many a club game or school game on that floor, but nothing quite like playing for the Nuggets.
I'm sure he's been to a lot of these games. And like many others, dreamed about this moment. So great to see him, you know, standing up and putting his name on the board.
Quiet first half for Tyson Thatapayasi. Well, I shouldn't say quiet. He's put a lot of shots up. 7 of them. Just one of them dropping so far as we see the Chemist Warehouse stats.
Pretty even. The Sharks obviously got out to a very strong start, starting this game, going 8-1 in that first quarter. That's how they finished. And then in that second quarter, the Nuggets doubled the Sharks' output. They scored 12 in that second quarter and held the Sharks to only 6, getting some turnovers, some steals, and picking it up defensively to get themselves going. And there you can see it reflected in the steals showing in those stats.
Fred Uppenhouse, another one in his first Nuggets action. 5 rebounds in the first half.
And what a first matchup to get against Totuka Wynyard.
And just against the Sharks in general. Nuggets Sharks, such an awesome fixture in the NZNBL calendar ever since the Nuggets came back into the league. It was a real missed rivalry. So Nuggets start the third quarter with an air ball. Cameron drops it off beautifully. Wynyard potentially could have gone up straight away, which is exactly what Tobias Cameron's telling him right now. Either way, I'll go the line, having earned a foul.
He went 1 from 2 earlier. Let's see if he can knock them both down this time around. Gets the first.
Cameron fighting hard for the rebound, but commits a foul. I think Liam Boomer might have got a forearm in the face.
He'll keep you honest. If you're not going to box him out, he'll make you work, but picked for getting him on the hands on that call. Up in the air.
And he fires it over. Smiler crossover, gets into the paint. Easy as you like, up with the left. And then almost a steal from the inbound too.
Caleb Smiler up to 4 points with that one. And still sitting on his 1 steal from earlier. I like this aggressiveness, full court press. And they get the turnover. That's Paese with the easy bucket. Maybe a little hand delay of play. Have a look at this double. Good hands from Smiler and that's Paese in the passing lane for the bucket.
Yeah, certainly got away with that hand there. Here go the Sharks now. They trail by 2. Cameron somehow finding it, getting it to Riley Snow, who's clobbered down low. Will go to the line to shoot 2.
Great positioning from Snow down low. Getting there early, knowing that Cameron is aggressive. He likes getting paint touches, and he's just hanging around for any of those loose pickups.
Cameron just asking Regan Ashley what more he needs to do for a whistle. Pinballing his way into the paint.
I mean, work the refs early.
This is them both. Smiler, great find.
Beautiful pass, great awareness. That little jail dribble to keep his defender on his back makes it a 2-on-1 easy bucket for the Nuggets.
Cameron, 3-ball, doesn't go.
Right read, they went under, but just couldn't connect.
2.5 to go in the third quarter. Patrick Journey-Tippany fires from mid-range. He's feeling it. He's feeling it on debut.
Absolutely stepping up to the mark today, Tobias Cameron. Give me one.
Spinning, stepping. Everything but the finish, but Wynyard's right there to clean it all up.
Big bodies down low. Tobias Cameron, the big guard, and toe took with a big body that you need to put a body on. Box out.
Smiler and Cameron, Crystal, just operating at just a pace a step above, I'd say, for their teams in this game.
They are. They're big guards who are versatile, who can score from all 3 levels, and they just have a knack for putting their head down and getting to their spots. You can see Journey-Tippany potentially signaling a full court press after these free throws.
Just settles himself after missing the first and drains the second. Cameron leaves the ball behind, but only as far as Will Ledger. Give it back to Cameron. Aggressive and strong down low, but Smiler right there to meet him. And Riley Snow is the one who was fouled by Caleb Smiler.
And how about that matchup that you spoke about, Smiler and Cameron going at it right now?
Takes some boasters, Riley Snow. Been around the Sharks for a few years now. Actually, I think I called his debut. He was a very young lad.
Wouldn't doubt it. You're,
a few years ago.
You know these leagues.
Journey-Tippany looks very comfortable out there. Takes a lot of contacts and the miracle shot doesn't drop. Smiler picks up the foul on Webster.
Oh, and they are in the bonus, so that will send him straight to the Chemist Warehouse free throw line.
And looking ahead to the NZNBL game, Crystal, 2 of the more intense characters on the sideline. And Coach Sparrow, Coach Yim. It's going to be a real battle down there.
Some very animated coaches around our league. Sometimes I like to say they get in better defensive positions than their players.
Oh, Sparrow in particular.
I wonder if they wear like a whoop or a, watch that tracks their steps and their heart rate, because they'll be up there.
Those quads and hammies must be screaming at the end of a Nuggets game. Beautiful step through everything but the finish there.
I'm sure the coaches get on the physio table as well, as we see Burdenshaw trying to find some space.
Wynyard hands it off to Webster. Puts it up there for Riley Snow. Delicate finish.
One hand catch, one hand finish. He's done such a great job along that baseline, working that dunker spot. The Sharks in a 2-3 zone.
That's a Pacey. 3-ball from the corner, off the front iron. Liam Boomer. Tapped out of bounds, so Sharks retain possession.
Like that look from the Sharks. Will Ledger once again going at their mismatches inside.
Webster, 3 off the glass, but doesn't drop. The Nuggets come down with it, 20 seconds to go in the third quarter, 22 points apiece. Foul there from Webster.
Fouls on 10, shooting 2.
To the line goes Caleb Smiler, looking to add to his 5 points. Webster again using Wynyard's body, puts up the miracle 3, doesn't go, and that'll do us 3 quarters in the books, 22 apiece from the Edgar Centre. The Breeze Arena, to be precise, within the Edgar Centre. And in Dunedin, Big Sam Timmins, full tracksuit tonight, unfortunately.
And some pretty nice J's as well.
The stylish man.
Oh yeah.
Check him out on Spotify.
Hey, I have heard his track. Who knew?
There's a multi-talented individual there. They're talking about them right now. They're talking about the Jays right now.
Hey, there's Sharks colours. Got to match the team fit. No, but Sam Timmins, such a great guy off the court as well. One of the nicest people in the league. Always open and approachable for fans to come, talk to, take photos.
And the kind of guy who has a decision to make every year, because he is always at the top of almost every team's free agent list at the start of every off-season.
I mean, bigs are hard to come by. Great local bigs with bags and packages like his, another level. And yeah,
and the personality, as you say, like, you're going to get a great teammate, you're going to get a coachable player. You can see why everyone wants him every year.
Right, good culture guy. Was a captain at the University of Washington, Division I school he went to over in the States. But I think a great move coming down to Southland. Obviously a coach that has given him a lot of freedom. And Otago Wynyard turns it over straight back to the Nuggets.
There's something I love about our league. That decision has become a decision now that is based on coaching and not just money. You know, you go back 10, 15 years and it would have been which of the 2 teams is going to pay me the most. The salary cap and everything that Justin Nelson brought in around 2018, 2019 has really evened everything up. So now the decision for these players are, well, where am I going to get the best coaching? What team plays the style of basketball I want to play? And Sam's found that in the Sharks.
Yeah, and good to see him find a home down south as well. Obviously spent some time with the Bulls before making his way down to the Sharks.
Might have hurt a few Nuggets fans though. Stats Paesi has to put up a tough one. He gets it to go though. Tyson Stats Paesi up to 8 points.
And him and Smiler, obviously a lot of experience. You'd expect those 2 to step up in this last quarter and kind of get you out of this ride, or, you know, try to get you some momentum.
Fred Oppenhaus is blocked that out of bounds. Here's Webster. Had the chance to shoot the 3, and so they're looking side to Wynyard. Double teamed, fouled.
Caleb Smiler called for it, but I like that he's coming over on the double on the catch. He's getting there quick, he's not late. Unfortunate to pick up the foul, but the intent was there.
Quick pass from Riley Snow, picked off by Smiler. Turns Snow inside out and goes all the way and earns a foul. Caleb Smiler running the floor and heading to the Chemist Warehouse stripe.
What a play, gets the steal and puts his head down, knows the time and score, and he knows that he has a big that he can beat down the floor. Quicker footwork, look at that, in and out, straight to his right hand, and one.
2.5 minutes to go in this Rapid League game. Southland NZNBL game coming your way from 6 o'clock, and the crowd looking like it's filling nicely on this long weekend. A group of Sharks fans in behind the Sharks bench as Riley Snow looks to go to work. He's got the mismatch, but Smiley comes in and picks his pocket and is fouled.
Caleb Smiler making a lot of plays for his team right now. Second possession in a row, we've seen him double that time. Comes up successful.
That's basically shutting down his 3-ball nicely, the Sharks, and it's like Webster's turn to pick pockets. A jump ball called.
The Nuggets just struggling, to break this zone right now.
Tobias Cameron back into the game. With 2 minutes to go.
And with Cameron back in, they go back to a man-to-man defense.
He pulls up from the elbow and drains it, extending the Nuggets lead to 5. Cameron looking for Ledger. Ledger does well, takes the contact and will go to the line to shoot 2.
And he wants the holding call as well, but did a great job to get out of trouble on that one. The double was coming. The Sharks, just a well-drilled team. You can tell they're all on the same page with what they're thinking, getting it into the post. You know, those throwback passes, they know what they're looking for.
Second one doesn't go. There's a mad scramble for the rebound. Webster dives in that like a live grenade. Jump ball is the call.
Love that hustle from your point guard. Both point guards, in fact, to get on that one.
Paddy Bathurst just directing some Towboy traffic. Cameron, deep 3, doesn't go. Webster left wide alone on the rebound.
And that's also a challenge of going into a zone, is the boxing out, you know, who's got who. Because you're not matched up on one person, that miscommunication obviously lets people leak in.
The 3 bigs are at the top as well. Quite Webster just sneaking through the back door. Snow with the rebound. Here's Webster. Sharks trail by 2. 65 seconds to go in this one. Burtonshaw puts up the 3 and drains it, and just like that, the Sharks take the lead.
Great look from Burtonshaw, a 3-level scorer. We know he can knock it down, and he's also dangerous getting downhill.
Just his second attempt and his first make on the game. Boomer can't get it to go. Open house with another rebound. Smiler, Patrick Journey, tipping a 3.
How good has he been today? Massive shot from Journey Tiffany.
Up to 10
outside.
points on debut. Cameron, what a find. Riley Snow. This game absolutely coming to life in the final minute.
Great pass by Cameron. Led him to the rim, away from the defense.
32 apiece, 20 seconds to go. Smiler gives the Nuggets a 2-point lead.
Great patience and poise on that finish, playing off 2 feet. Able to avoid being blocked and getting that one up. Tobias Cameron will let this time stay. Held until he picks it up. Oh, he's toying with him.
He toyed too long. He toyed too long. Player timeout called. Caleb Smiler, what a heads-up play. Dives on the ball. Instant call for the player timeout.
How smart, high IQ from Smiler. He's really taking control in this 4th quarter.
Couple of fakes. They're not even going to huddle up for the player timeout, are they?
What a turnaround we've seen in this game. Some new pieces in this Nugget squad. That first quarter, potentially just a warm-up, getting used to each other. But man, it is a fast game.
Webster commits the foul. Nuggets. Caleb Smiler going to head to the line.
Oh, and this might be the right person to foul. He's gone 2 from 7 today from the free throw line. I mean, if we're nitpicking his game, because oh my gosh, he's definitely made a lot of winning plays to get his team back into this. And just like that, he knows what time it is. Knocks down the first.
Second one doesn't go. Long rebound though. Patrick Junior Tipene. That's a Paesi. Looking to escape a manic Burton Shaw, who's trying to get a foul and does eventually.
The Sharks will be disappointed that they gave up that offensive rebound. That's what they wanted. No, putting Smiler at the line, stopping the time. But this is just worst case, giving them 4 free throws in a row.
So the Sharks have got 9 seconds or 8.7 seconds and 5-point deficit to overcome. And their turn for their final player timeout. I'm not entirely sure we saw the Nuggets play a timeout before. That might have been a jump ball, the Smiler dive. They certainly didn't huddle up, did they?
No, they didn't. And you're right, Tobias Cameron did also have his hands on the ball for a piece of that. Quick Webster, quick pass back to Cameron.
And the finish, well, that was almost a rugby play all up. Little short ball from Webster into the gut of Cameron. He just bullied his way to the rim.
I mean, it's a great option when you can do that.
Chance for a 3-point play. The deliberate miss. Smiler comes down.
A very quick foul. See, Caleb Smiler just went 1 from 2.
I think that was an extremely quick player timeout.
So it wasn't in the foul.
Yeah, it looks like potentially the quickest player timeout I've ever seen.
Hey, you got to be locked in with those refs. The eye contact.
Just a couple of great heads-up plays from Caleb Smiler that has given the Otago Nuggets the win, 37-34, and they embrace young Patrick Junior Tipene. What a game he had on debut. One of 3 Nuggets players in double figures. Tata Paesi with 12, Tipene with 10, Smiler with 11. Well, there you go, the Chemist Warehouse points.
Yeah, Journey Tipene was really the player for me that stepped up today. On debut, what a game to show up and help your team get a win. Obviously, we know what Smiler and Tata Paesi can do. You'd expect them to score in double digits. But the Sharks, they started with a bang and just fell off and couldn't keep it together in terms of holding the ball and getting through their sets and possessions, just turning it over in the end. And Caleb Smiler, the leader of that, with his 4 steals, he was everywhere. He was making plays. And he definitely was a big reason of why the Otago Nuggets were able to come away with the win. Look at the Sharks moving the ball around though, feeding it inside to their bigs for easy buckets, hitting their shooters when they were open, and just being aggressive across the board. And then you see that man on your screen, Smiler, making plays. the only block we saw here this evening.
A shout out also to Fred Oppenhaus, had 9 rebounds, 4 of them offensive. Another one on debut for his team. That's a pretty wild assist stat as well. Just 3 assists for the Nuggets, 11 for the Sharks. You see the Sharks faithful made their way across from Southland. And they'll be ready for some Souths NBL action here on King's Birthday weekend. Round 8 from the Edgar Centre in Dunedin, coming your way in 15 minutes here on the home of sport, Sky Sport. See you then.
please come down. Chloe, for a little girl named Chloe, missing her mum. African American with braided hair. Anyone see Chloe? Around 3 or 4 years old. Can we please clear the court? Teams to go to their benches, please. Our Southland Sharks team for tonight. Riley Snow, Tukaha Cooper, Will Liga, Braden Inga, Dave Brodenshaw, Kotoko Winya, Craig Webster, Max Darlin, Caelan Booth, Tobias Cameron, Caleb Asbury, Rylan Jones. And our Nuggets team, Fred Openoy, Patrick Journey Chippenden, Tyson Mata Tyson, Caleb Smiler, Liam Boomer, Matthew Bardsley, Isaac Miller Jose, Zach McKenzie, Craig Muller, Alan Louis, Ethan Roosbank, Boy Tour,
No mai, hoki mai. Welcome back to the Edgar Centre in Dunedin. King's birthday basketball, the NZNBL round 8. The Nuggets against the Sharks, one of the great rivalries in the New Zealand National Basketball League. And they go at it again in Dunedin on this Sunday night. Hugh Baden here along with Crystal Ledger-Walker. We've seen end-to-end stuff in the Rapid League, and now it is time for the Souths NBL game. And Crystal, one of the great rivalries in the league.
Yeah, absolutely. Rematch rivalry round. These two obviously playing in the first round. The Nuggets came up on top of that one, 95-68, but it is a completely different looking squad for the Sharks today.
Tell you something about that vote. 63% of people are wrong, because the Saints are not going to win this game. They're not even playing. I assume that's meant to be the Nuggets, and as you say, the Nuggets got the big win in round one, but since then, fortune has very much favoured the Sharks, and it looks like there's a good group of Sharks fans in the house tonight, making their way up from Otago.
That's where the real rivalry is as well, in the stands, the fans getting amongst it. And check out those standings.
The Rams and the Sharks atop the leaderboard as we are into round 8. The Sharks with 5 straight wins. One of those 2 losses, as we mentioned, to the Nuggets. The Nuggets 5-3, sitting in 5th spot. As we are becoming accustomed to in the Souths NBL, a pretty congested ladder. There's plenty more basketball to be played.
Yeah, I'm really excited to see this matchup. Obviously the Nuggets very elite defensively, and the Sharks very disciplined on the offensive end.
Upcoming fixtures tomorrow on King's birthday itself, 2 o'clock, some holiday basketball from Palmy Dice. The Jets taking on the Saints. Till Wednesday, 6 o'clock, the Tuatara taking on the Rams. The Hawks will meet the Giants, both looking to climb off the bottom of the ladder. That's from Napier on Thursday evening, and then on Friday to finish out the week, the Nuggets taking on the Bulls from the Edgar Centre. Great matchups all across the league in 2026. But none mean quite as much as the Nuggets taking on the Sharks. A couple of players in and a couple of players out in this one, mainly for the Sharks, as we'll see their starting lineup. Keelan Boone into the lineup. Sam Timmins out with an injury tonight. Jones, Cooper, Asprey and Braden Inga make up the starting 5 for the Sharks tonight. Tukaha Cooper was the man we spoke to. Let's hear from him.
The Sharks have won 7 straight and have now adding talent with the likes of Darling and Cameron joining the lineup. What are the keys to getting those guys involved but still keeping the overall offensive engine humming along?
I think they'll fit right in. I mean, they're true high-level players. And if anything, yeah, they'll just add to our offensive power and impact on the defensive end, so, yeah.
The Nuggets are themselves a bit different from last time you met. What parts of their attack are the Sharks most focused on slowing down as you try to keep the 7-game winning streak going?
I think they're just a real hard-playing team. Like, they just play real hard, so just as long as we don't let them outwork us and focus on what we need to do, I feel like we'll be all good.
Matt Starling mentioned there by Tukaha off the bench tonight, the former Canterbury Ram. What an impact he could make and has made in our league before.
Yeah, and what a day to bring him back in with Sam Timmins out, adding some size and physicality inside.
Alain Louis will run the point for the Nuggets. Chalk, McKenzie and Moller alongside him. And of course, one of the sharpest shooters in the history of our league, Ethan Rusbatch. Let's hear from him.
Good, Ethan. Coming on the return leg of the Southern Stoosh, this is a very different team from the Sharks unit you bet in earlier this season. When looking to slow them down today, what areas are the Nuggets focused on?
Yeah, we want to focus on what we do. It's the same as every other game. We go on with a game plan and we're focused on the stuff that we've got to be better at. So you know, if we've got a new fella that's come in, the Māori meat rocket. So if he can come in and influence us on the bench and bring the energy, we should be in a pretty good place.
The Nuggets have been one of the best defensive teams in the league all season, but the offense has at times been less consistent. Where does the team need to focus its mental energy to keep the scoreboard ticking over today?
Just trust in the process. We put in the time, we put in the minutes. We've got to shoot it confidently when we've got the ball. You know, when we're at practice, we're all hitting shots. So if we're open in the game, we're going to shoot them. Defense, we've got defense, Coach Jeff Sparrow. You know, when we lock in and do exactly what he wants, we look pretty good. So, you know, we've had games where we've struggled to score, but defense kind of gets us over the line. So if we can take care of that, the shots are going to fall.
Awesome, bro. Thank you very much, Ethan.
Ethan Rasbat averaging 16 points a game and one great nickname a game. The Māori meat rocket, we think, must be Pat Jerne Tipene, who had himself a game in the Rapid League. As we see the Chemist Warehouse head-to-head.
The Nuggets have a clear blueprint for success. Their defense has been elite. We've just heard Ethan Rasbach talk about their coach that names himself Doctor of Defense. So you can tell that the emphasis really is on that end of the court, and they are really focused on that process. But one guy that will help get them over the line is Boy Tuach, who is absolutely elite. He gets up, he gets on the rim, and he is hard to stop on the offensive end. And then also Caleb Asprey. He's the Sharks are the league's top three-point shooting team, leading the competition in both three-point percentage and threes made per game. But Caleb Asprey does a great job of moving that ball around. He can knock it down from the outside, and he'll be the guy leading the Sharks today.
22 points, 4 rebounds, just under 5 assists. The averages for Caleb Asprey. One to watch for the Sharks tonight, that is for sure. What a game we have ahead of us between these two great rivals.
And just look at all those W's that the Sharks are coming in with. They are absolutely on a roll, and really helps when you can bring two tall blacks into your squad mid-season.
One missing though, and that's that big man on screen under the hoop, Sam Timmins. Still plenty to be excited about for these Sharks faithful, resplendent in orange. Both teams a little light on youngsters as well, with the National Under-20 tournament happening in Porirua over the weekend.
A lot of players away, and we saw in the Rapid League for the Nuggets, some players getting some debut and
this is what I'm here for, the intensity of Coach Sparrow, the Doctor of Defense. Best defensive position in the league since Mika Vukona, genuinely think.
Right, his quads work hard. Definitely role models what he preaches. And he is locked in for this one. And in that shot we can see Caleb Smiler's family, mum and dad, watching on. They would have been very impressed by the Rapid League performance he put together.
Sharks make their way onto the floor. The grey alternate strip. The Nuggets waiting for them in the famous dark blue. Craig Mollett in number 6 for the Nuggets, and the impact he's made on this team.
Yes, played for the Airs last year and has had a hairstyle change in case you don't recognize him, but he was there in 2025.
Long-time Australian NBL player as well. Beanies a need in the Edgar Centre. What's in the backpack? That's my question. Is it a just goodie bag from night and day? I hope it is. Great lollies, especially the one down in Dunedin just off the Octagon.
Right, do very good ice cream.
Great late night ice cream. That's a great call from you, Crystal. It's a perfect spot for a late night Magnum.
Yes, or no, you can get them sometimes served by Nuggets and Hoi Ho players.
At 2 a.m. on a Sunday morning?
Yeah,
This is what I'm talking about.
Oh, no, yes, no, sorry.
A messy tip, so the Nuggets will get the ball from the sideline. And boy, talk will get us underway. Muscle-bound Alanoi trying to fight for position. And he gets it. And here's Ethan Raspach. 4 on the shot clock. Louis going to have to get it up, steps through. This is it. And the Sharks come away with a good defensive set. Asprey. All the space in the world, but he can't get the floater to drop.
Asprey so dangerous in transition. You see Louis looking to go to work down low. Kick out Raspach.
And that's Nuggets basketball. Alan Louis gets into the paint, fires it out to Raspach. There's that quick release.
He does such a good job of using his size and physicality down low against smaller guards. That time drew a lot of attention from the deep.
Rylan Jones. His Boone hits the deck, can't get it to go. Raspach. Asprey just picks the pocket though. Kenzie though finds himself in the right position.
McKenzie has been good for the Nuggets this season. Great presence inside.
Spinning and finishing. Beautiful stuff to Kaha Cooper. I just wonder how long it's going to take or how much the Sharks will struggle just getting used to life without Sam Timmins out there.
Yeah, a lot of their offense went through Sam Timmins on that low block, and he draws so much attention with doubles, opens things up, cutting off the ball as we see Mola line it up from deep, and that's their second 3 of the game. But yeah, big missing piece with Sam Timmins out, big frame inside. But what I will tell you about the Sharks team is they are deep. They have the likes of Inga who can go to work down low like that.
Nice measured, patient bucket from Baininga. Louis goes around the Mola screen, fires it over to Craig Mola. He's hit one just a moment ago from there. That one a little bit off. McKenzie with the offensive rebound. Raspach curling, firing, finishing.
He does not need much time or space. Very quick release on his three-point shot.
Asprey shrugs off Tua. 3 ball. High off the back iron. Mola comes down with the board. Fast start from the Otago Nuggets. 11-4 they lead. Louis around the Mola screen. Mola with the mismatch down low. Good physicality, nice finish.
Intentional basketball from the Nuggets. They get that switch off the on-ball screen. Give it to their big to go to work. Inga in the paint.
Turns down the 3. Instead the spinning turnaround jumper doesn't go. Rebounded though. And a beautiful fall away from Keelan Boone.
Keelan Boone really dangerous. And the Nuggets lucky to get that one back. We'll have a look.
Alan Louis was talking to the ref about, please can I do my laces up? When the ball was fired towards him. I'm not sure anyone really knows whose ball it is.
Our Smith Sports Shoes Cash Challenge. All right, ladies and gents, time for the shows today. Our contestants will start.
Probably lucky they're having a timeout so the refs can just discuss.
We've already seen some great intensity from Coach Jeff Sparrow. Claps his hand like a hummingbird flaps his wings at an insane pace.
Just love when the coach comes with that type of passion and intensity. It's contagious for his players.
This young fella getting some great TV time.
Future Otago Nugget, maybe.
(13-6), the Nuggets lead. Raspach with 2 threes already. Mola with a 3 and a nice finish down low. against this Timmins-less Sharks tonight. They do have the luxury of Tobias Cameron and Max Darling, who we're yet to see enter the game. Cooper's three ball is off. The saved rebound goes only as far as Moller. Here's McKenzie, Tuak. And the McKenzie screen. Rusbatch wants it, feeling it. In and out for the veteran.
Ethan Rusbatch, last time these two teams matched up, he had 12 points. He is on a mission early in this one.
Lana Jones looking for an option, finding one. Boone's three doesn't go. The Nuggets come the other way. Louis looking for Rusbatch. Gets to shoot no matter the position. Ethan Rusbatch, right from the corner of the court, gets it to rattle in.
Third three. And man, it is looking hot from Rusbatch.
He's averaging 16 points a game. He's at 9 points already, and we're not even halfway through the first quarter. And the Sharks just looking a little bit lost out there. I think we're about to see the injection of Max Darling and Tobias Cameron. And that's a nice settler for the Sharks. Keelan Boone with an and one opportunity.
Keelan Boone in his second year with the Sharks. If we have a look at this replay of Rusbatch, the sniper out of the corner. Captain of this Nuggets squad getting it done. But Boone for the Sharks, he's a great versatile player, can play inside, can play out. And with Timmins out, it's really crucial with the length he brings, not just in height, but also his wingspan to pull in rebounds and to get a shot off over taller defenders.
Isaac Miller-Jose and Matty Bardsley into the game for the Nuggets. There's Bardsley, hands it over to Louis. Just that really intentional, aggressive dribble, but called for an offensive foul on the push-off.
Asprey is a pesky defender. Have a look at that, just that little stunt at the ball. Yeah, that might have been questionable, but Asprey does a good job at selling it, and he's been working these refs early in this one.
Jones around the Darling screen. Max Darling finishes with the layup. They'll love that.
Look at his squad all on their feet. The fans getting loud for him. They've been waiting for this moment.
Came through Nelson College, multiple champion with the Canterbury Rams. Here's Louis just bullying his way to the hoop, and this time he earns the foul and a trip to the line.
Louis just putting his head down. He's got 4 assists. A lot of those thanks to Ethan Rusbatch. But like I said, just does a great job of using his physicality. He's got great body control. And able to knock down the Chemist Warehouse free throw as well.
(18-11). The Nuggets would dearly like to get this win, not just for the ladder implications. While Jones burrowing his way to the hoop and a nice underhanded finish.
He's crafty, knows how to pick his moments. Sorry to cut you off, but just has a knack of getting his body around and outside defenders.
His numbers have been fantastic this season. 18 points a game, 6.6 rebounds, over 6 assists.
He was really impressive in his debut against the Nuggets. He had 20 points in that matchup and will get a well-deserved rest to Kaha back in the game.
Miller-Jose hands it off to Bardsley. Going to work Matt Bardsley and fouled by Tukaha Cooper.
We saw Louis putting guards on their back, taking them down low. That time we see Bardsley. We know how dangerous he is at getting himself into the paint, how slippery he is to keep in front.
Well, he's grown up in front of our eyes, Matt Bardsley, in the Souths NBL. He's been the last pick in the COVID-inspired draft. Mr. Irrelevant, I think we called him that day. He's made himself relevant for a long time with the Otago Nuggets, the man out of Palms North Boys High School. Asprey just skipping his way up the court. Finds Boone, long strides into the paint, through the contact, can't finish. Here go the Nuggets the other way through Bardsley. Ruspatch wide open in the corner, finds him just a little too late. Ruspatch tries to get the bounce pass through to Miller-Jose. A frenetic period of play here. Cooper can't finish.
Bardsley, great challenge on the last 2 possessions. Got up and stopped Boone at the rim and then comes up with it again on that position. Smiler navigating traffic.
So athletic, Matt Bardsley. Moller. That signature hitch in his 3-point shot. That one doesn't drop. Asprey almost lost the ball in the air, recovers it to get it in and go to the line for one more.
He's like, you talking about slippery? I can do that. Asprey really fits Yim's system, can play the 1, can go to the 2, play that off-guard spot. But this is what makes him so dangerous, his quickness, his speed to beat you with the ball in hand and just get himself downhill.
Tyson Fatapasi into the game for the Nuggets. There's Caleb Smiler. There's Smiler around the McKenzie screen. Calling the shots, wants to find Boyatoa at a quiet start to this game. Only 7 minutes in, mind you. Can he get himself going? And he does just that. Beautiful move. Cops the contact, goes to the line for one more.
And we know he can do that. We're used to seeing Tuach score the ball, get a lot of touches. Have a look here. That rip to get by. And the placement high off the glass, away from any shot blockers. But you need this guy to get touches throughout the game. He gets the free throw to go as well, up to 3 points now.
Turnover. McKenzie looks to capitalise, drops it off to Miller-Jose, who puts the exclamation mark on the play, and that is a Jeff Sparrow special. He'll absolutely love that.
Yeah, great follow from Miller-Jose, a great rebounder, a great cleanup guy as well.
Great tip in. Boone cleaning up the mess.
Boone knows his role today needs to be attention to inside with Sam Timmins out of the game, getting on those boards, putting pressure on the rim.
Tobias Cameron pokes that out of bounds. You see here the replay. McKenzie, the smart fake, and the drop off. Coach Yim leaving Tukaha Kupa out there on 2 fouls. 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. Fatapasi, contested 3-ball. Good rebound from Cooper. And here's Cameron. His first taste of Souths NBL action for a while. Braden Ingat for 3 from the wing.
What a luxury when your big man can step out and knock down threes like that. Great transition basketball by the Sharks.
Spent the last couple of years playing his basketball in England as well. Over at Hemel Hempstead. Just the fall away mid-range, it doesn't go. There is Edgar with the rebound. Jones. Boone hands it off to Cameron. Cameron 3, McKenzie gets a late hand there, just enough.
You can tell Sparrow has a lot of faith in McKenzie's defense on smaller guards. Tuach going to work inside. But just McKenzie's ability to switch with guards, you know, guard the big, guard guards. Helps when you have versatile big men that can do that. And we have seen throughout the season the Nuggets switching 1 through 5 and just clogging that paint.
Just over a minute to go in the first quarter as Boitop gets his free throw to go. The second one drops in too. 25-21, the Nuggets lead.
Now, in the last game, when these two teams matched up, as we see Cameron just short on that 3, the Nuggets were able to score 27 points from turnovers. Sure, there'll be a point of emphasis for the Sharks in this game.
And even Rusbatch just stepping on the baseline as he came marauding through with that rebound. Look for Cameron. Edgar, Jones curling, shooting, and getting it to drop. Ryland Jones.
So defensively, Ethan Rusbatch tried to shoot that gap, but good read by Ryland Jones to just hang behind that screen and get some space.
Louis, beautiful find to Thatapayasi. He can't get the 3 to go though.
You know who's more than capable as sniper in this league? Jones, feeling it.
Back-to-back buckets for Ryland Jones. There's a pat on the back from Coach Jim as he runs past. And the Sharks have a 1-point lead. Clock straight past Cameron. Easy as you like with the finish. 2 seconds to go. Jones puts up the 3/4 court heave off the shot clock, and that's the first quarter in the books, and it's a high-scoring one, and it is a tight one. 27-26. So you see Tuak finish the quarter. And that is us. We will be back after a short break here on Sky Sport. The Nuggets lead 27-26 at quarter time.
Each contestant has to shoot from under the basket when they make it go. Are we ready? 3, 2, 1, go! Make some noise for these boys, let's go! Congratulations to Southland and Jessica. NZNBL Steelers now available at all South pizzerias across New Zealand. Combinations of famous New York pepperoni, classic cheese, and delicious garlic sauce.
Welcome back to the Edgar Centre. Second quarter about to get underway. Between the night and day Otago Nuggets and the SBS Sharks. The slenderest of leads to the home team after 1 quarter of action. And what a first quarter it was. The Nuggets shooting 52% from the floor. Sharks 47. A little less now. This Caleb Asprey misses the mid-ranger.
Yeah, Asprey really looking to get himself going. Good pick off by Will Ledger inside. As we look at Jones push the pace.
Well, Jones finished the first quarter with 5 straight points. And the Nuggets will be worried about him injecting his influence onto the game as Asprey earns a foul on a trip to the Chemist Warehouse stripe.
This is the second time we'll see Asprey at the line this evening. Went 1 from 1 earlier, make that 2 from 2 in the game.
I think we're going to see a few lead changes throughout this one, Crystal.
Both squads. I mean, it's rivalry round. We know they're going to fight it out till the end. A lot of pride on the line. Rusbatch getting to work.
Staying with it as well. Venture coming down with a rebound and getting it to drop.
1 versus 4 on that rebound. He comes up with it. Asprey pushing the pace.
Cooper gets the 3-ball drop from the corner.
He's up to 5. 1 from 2 from deep now. And I wonder if the Nuggets realize he's sitting on those 2 personal fouls.
Halanui is putting it on an absolute plate for his teammates. Deep 3 from Rusbatch. Off to the right, Asprey with the rebound.
And Rusbatch started that first quarter absolutely hot, looking to get going.
Oh, that pass, not on a plate. Oh, it actually was on a plate in the corporate table down there. The wrong plate.
Now, if I was to pick Asprey's game, he brings so much to the squad, but at times I think he can get sped up. Those turnovers we've seen in the past be a problem for him.
Jose, top of the key, those long strides are his. Foul by Ledger.
Jose limping after that take. But what a get he has been for this Nuggets squad. Really fits Jeff Sparrow's system, locks in defensively, works hard, runs the floor well as a big, and isn't afraid to do the dirty work like set ball screens.
Jeff Sparrow, just a bundle of intensity. He's got what they call the Kubrick stare. Anyone seen The Shining? Just that head down. Intense stare. But by all accounts, the Nuggets absolutely love playing for him. Big screen. Tobias Cameron just rocked Isaac Miller-Jose, who recovers well for the rebound. You don't want to run into a Cameron.
No, you don't. You will feel that 4 days.
Twat. Defending well from Max Darling, still on the baseline. Max happy with his work.
I've been very intrigued to see how he will fit into the Sharks squad. And how he'll work with Sam Timmins when he gets back in the mix.
Craig Muller saying, yeah, I got him. I don't think I got him as much as maybe he's trying to make you think I got him.
And Asprey's a very animated character. You can tell what and how he's feeling.
It's good though. Wouldn't be a Sharks-Nuggets game without a little bit of feistiness, a little bit of off-ball.
Absolutely.
A few verbals.
That's why we love it. How about that block by Mola inside?
Oh, Louis almost lost it twice. He absolutely smashed from behind from Max Darling as well.
can just tell Max Starling is so excited to be back out on the floor. What a long stretch he's had out. A lot of trainings. I know they're working them hard down in Southland.
We're just slowing it down, surveying his options as the Sharks get into their work. Darling. Cameron blocked this time by Miller Jose, but foul called. Miller Jose asking the questions. Looking pretty bemused. There's that Miller Jose. Thought he had a clean block from behind.
There's so many different angles you can watch that at, you know, and refs have different angles than we do. But maybe a ball don't lie.
A wry smile from Tobias Cameron.
The thing I love about Tobias Cameron's game is he just fears nobody, big or guard. He will take it at you.
I wonder where he gets that from. Dispatch to Louis. Looking to go to work, Alan Louis. Spinning beautifully, finishing, flexing, and going to the line for one more.
Great footwork by the guard down low. Asprey, he has a lot of length on him. You've got to be creative as a smaller guard to get your shots up.
Really strong, and he has such good control of his body and his footwork. In the last 4 or 5 times he's got 2 feet in the paint, he's thrown an absolute dime. This time keeps it to himself. And a chance at the 3-point play. She doesn't convert. Braden Inga with the board. There's Rylan Jones pushing the pace for the Sharks. Great find. Cameron, corner 3. Gets it to go.
Points to his teammates, feeling good. Back home.
Neither team letting up in this one. 34-32. Tua, rangy step back. 3 ball, nothing but net.
It's pretty solid defense from Max Starling. His hand was right there. But boy, Tuach does not need much.
10 points now for Tuach. Jones, head fake, pass fake, finds Cameron.
Jones, such great vision and court awareness. He had 2 options there, Cameron coming down the lane or Max Starling waiting in the corner.
Bardsley just slowed down a little bit. You can't do that when Rylan Jones is around. A little 2-hand layup. And a timeout. Coach Sparrow.
Having a look at this pesky defense, just stays on that inside hip of Matt Bardsley and able to pick the pocket for an easy 2. And just like that, the Nuggets want to talk about it.
That's away. That's away, madam. Sharks are on fire here.
Oh, gutted they. I can't see those shark hats. Did those travel? Helmets.
Some of the great hats in the league, I suggest. Yeah. Didn't they have them on the hospitality tables? The hard hats, the orange hard hats with the shark on top? Yeah. Grab yourself a large meatball pizza for $35 thanks to our friends at Sal's. Scan the QR code or use the online code SalesBaller26. That'll get you through round 8 and King's birthday weekend.
Get amongst it, relax at home with some Sal's pizza. A lot of Sal's basketball going on all around the country.
Rivalry round, you mentioned Crystal. Results so far, the fight, winning the Battle of the Bay, as we call it in other sports, I guess, against Hawke's Bay.
And how about Jordan Natai back in that mix? What a get.
Prince of Porirua, absolutely cooking like he never left. The Rams getting right up over the Giants as well. The top of the mainland battle. And just this afternoon, the Tuatara putting the pain on the Franklin Bulls, 107-72 at the Stockyard as well.
What a way to go down there. Take a win from him. I stopped at that game on the way up here, and the Tuatara fans travelled. Very loud in the stockyard. Tukaha straight to the rack, and what a possession for him. Gets the stop against Louis with those 2 personal fouls, still staying aggressive, and gets himself the bucket to finish.
We'll be announcing the unique online code for fans to redeem their buy one, get one free.
Louis really feeling it tonight, feeling it so much. Just high off the glass.
You can tell the Sharks have a really good scout in place as Jones absolutely feeling it on the offensive side of the ball. That was a deep 3.
After 12 points to go with 5 assists, just past the midway point in the second quarter for Ryland Jones. Mola under duress from Darling. Foul called.
Just his first personal foul today, but a lot of subs being made for both squads.
Dispatch and Smiler back into the game for the Nuggets. This rush match going to work. Tukaha Cooper's got 2 fouls on him. Up with the left hand for Ethan this time. And the finish.
Ethan Rusbatch, such a key piece to this Nuggets offense. They run him off a lot of off-ball screens, and you have to respect him. You've got to chase, and it opens up a lot of space on the floor.
Ledger fires it over to Cooper. Stutter step, 3 ball, doesn't go. Torch with the rebound, tapped away by Cameron. He comes up with it, does Tobias. Asbury steps into a 3. Drains it.
Asbury 8 points in just over 10 minutes of play.
Dispatch again getting 2 feet in the paint, this time with his right hand. The baby hook working both ways for Ethan Rusbatch.
Okay, Ethan, take what you want. 13 points. Showing us what's in his bag.
Cooper to Boone. Turnaround jumper doesn't go. Rusbatch with the board. Rebound number 6. Here's Moller. A lot of contact from Ledger.
Sharks did a great job. Tukaha Cooper, in fact, on Ethan Rusbatch, chasing him off that ball screen. Oh, sorry, that off-ball screen. Just forces other players in this Nugget squad to go make something happen. Sharks doing a good job of blowing up their sets. But just need some more discipline one-on-one.
Craig Moller misses the first.
First trip to the free throw line tonight. Said he's very experienced in Australia and New Zealand. Brings some leadership to this Nugget squad.
Started his career with the Sydney Kings 10 years ago. That's his basketball career. A promising AFL player as a youngster as well, Craig Moller. Boone showing good patience, lets the flyby from Tuat finish before he gets his layup.
How about Ryan Jones setting that up to 6 assists with that one.
Tuat trying to get the defence to bite. Rusbatch with the floater, thought he was going to get a whistle. The whistle didn't come. Ryan Jones comes away with the rebound. Puts the Jets on right down Main Street. And it's fouled, I think. Ryan Jones claiming he was in the act to try and score. The referee's disagreeing with him.
You got to try it every time. As soon as you hear the whistle, chuck it up.
We have a timeout with the Sharks up 48-42.
Ryland Jones really been putting it together for the Sharks. 12 points, 6 assists, 1 rebound, but it's also his rotations on defense, you know, getting in to help early, packing the paint, meeting the offense outside of the key or charge zone. And how about these dances for the Nuggets? All the entertainment going on down south.
One thing I want to highlight here, as I've noticed with Jess Sparrow, is how different they do their timeouts. Have you seen this? Well, this is your normal standard timeout, right? Everyone around the back of the coach looking at the team that's in the game. If we see the next time you see the Otago Nuggets timeout, he's gone real like rugby team photo vibes. Everyone stands behind the players looking at him. There you go, the back right of your screen, see?
Yeah.
And sometimes they link arms like they're doing the national anthem.
I love it.
Visually, I love it. It looks great on TV.
That, as a coach, you can have eye contact with all your players. You know they're locked in. There's no conversations going on behind your back. You know, you look up at who you've got if you want to make any changes. But yeah, them joining arms and really being locked in, I think, speaks to the culture that they're developing over there.
Cameron hits the deck on the curl. And there's the turnover. Isaac Miller-Jose finds Rusbach. Bardsley stepping into Cameron. Can't finish. Miller-Jose with the rebound. Bardsley punched it, literally punches it. Back to Rusbach. 3-ball. Why not? Ethan Rusbach.
Ethan Rusbach, 4th three-pointer. We're not even at halftime.
18 points. Asprey replies with a mid-range.
Asprey up to 10. Can just stop on a dime and elevate over most in this league.
Most of these teams shooting at a good clip. Chuach almost loses possession, regains. 3 on the shot clock. Ryland Jones somehow kept that ball in play. He puts up a speculative 3. Tuak with the board.
I was about to say, don't do it to him. Quick pull from Jones.
Rusbach strokes off Cameron, pulls up from the line, doesn't drop. Boone with the board. No Sam Timmins, of course, for the Sharks. Tobias Cameron and Max Darling have officially joined. As we have a travel down low. Bardsley with the defense.
Good call by the Bartercard official. Definitely 3 steps on that one. And good defense by the Nuggets. Bardsley did a good job of switching onto Boone. They can take a hard shot.
Tuak with the rangy Euro step in the finish.
To watch 12 points. Asprey probing the D.
3-ball. Down he goes. 7 for 15 now. The Sharks from beyond the arc.
That's Asprey's 2nd. Now you've got to know where him and Jones are on the floor.
Moller sets the screen. Tuak almost loses possession. Regains again. 6 on the clock. Looks to drop it off to Bardsley. Out of bounds it goes, and it's the Sharks who'll get the final say of the first half after the timeout.
Let's have another look at Asprey. Got it going in this ball game.
.13 points, 5 rebounds for Caleb Asprey. Averaging just a tick under 22. Already over his rebound average before halftime.
What also stands out to me on his stat line is the 4 fouls he's drawn out of the Nuggets. Just shows his aggressiveness.
Coach Sparrow's done with his timeout. He's ready to go. He won't be too upset with this first half, Crystal, though they'll go in trailing. But defensively, giving up 53 points, it's going to irk him a little bit.
Yeah, it will. Prides himself on the defensive side of the ball. Just such a passionate coach. In his first year in a head coaching role, was an assistant for the Nuggets. So knows his players, you know, is used to this league. It's been a little bit of a head start for their squad coming into the season, having him been around this squad. Could get ticked up for that.
The timeout into the player timeout, and then the clear conversation between Coach Yim and Braden Inger all the way walking up the floor. 100% against the intended spirit of the BNZ player timeout. Scan the QR code for a chance to win tickets to this season's games. Up he goes from Inger to Boone. Can't get it to go. Did the clock start? Unsure. Do we have a player timeout from the Nuggets? Unsure. They're actually going to talk it over.
I mean, I like that Yim, you know, had control over what they ran and decided to call that timeout, coach's timeout, before the BNZ player timeout.
And use the player timeout to advance the ball. Can't quite see. 0.6 it looks like on the clock above the hoop. Nothing's going to come of it though, and that is half time. The Sharks lead 53-47 on the back of 13 points. Caleb Asprey 12 from Ryland Jones. Jones also has 6 assists. We'll be back shortly after the break with some stats to talk you through this first half, thanks to Chemist Warehouse here on Sky Sport.
All the best of both teams.
Welcome back, halftime here at the Edgar Centre between the Nuggets and the Sharks, and we have ourselves a doozy. Hugh Baden here alongside Crystal Ledger-Walker. A tough one to pick at the midway point, 53-47, the Sharks lead. And Crystal, what are your main takeaways there from the first half?
I mean, it was always going to be a question mark on how this Sharks squad was going to go without Sam Timmins and what he brings and the type of offense they run when he's out on the floor. But right now it's been the guard play in Asprey and Jones. They're really getting things going. And Boone has been great inside with his length, really putting pressure on the glass, pulling in rebounds. But how about Rusbach and how hot he has been from outside, absolutely knocking it down. And Tuach, when they've gotten him touches, he's been great. But you've got to know where the shooters are on the floor tonight, because they are coming in hot. Both teams shooting the three ball really well, around 50%, which is just too high, and potentially a defensive point that's getting made in these locker rooms. And there you see the assist. Louis really using his size and physicality to open his teammates up, and Jones, his quickness, craftiness inside to get himself paint touches and finding his teammates cutting and moving off the ball. Then Muller with the one and only block for the game. But how about Cameron and Max Darling, who are back in it for the Sharks? They have been a difference today. Tobias Cameron leading the way in terms of plus minus with a +10 for his squad. And then those steals, the Sharks picking it off, picking pockets on that side of the ball. Jones and Asprey being pests.
Yeah, Ethan Rusbach averaging 16 points, 4 rebounds in 31 minutes of play this season. Currently has 18 points and 7 rebounds in 15 and a half. So a big night for him. But no Sam Timmins for the Sharks. A couple of new players in. Yep, very good players, don't get me wrong, in Darling and Cameron. But to still put 53 points on this defense-orientated Nuggets team is a phenomenal effort. And Coach Jim will be very happy with that. Coach Sparrow, I expect a little bit more intensity in this second half from him and the Nuggets. Third quarter coming your way from the break in Dunedin. Sharks 53, Nuggets 47. It's rivalry round in the Souths NBL. Welcome back to the Edgar Centre. Third quarter just moments away between the Sharks and the Nuggets. 53-47. And what do you think we're going to see from these two teams? What do you think we're going to see different from these two teams in this third quarter, Crystal?
Yeah, for anyone that went away to grab their delivered Sal's pizza in that break, you know, I'm interested to see what changes these guys make defensively. We've seen them come out and run a 1-3-1, you know, at sometimes and mix it up, going zone man, and just the different looks that they give offenses to try figure it out. So interesting to see what they go with. And also in the Rapid League, we saw them really apply a full court press to end that one. So might see some of that pressure come in as well. But the Sharks, they're doing a good job of, you know, adjusting without Sam Timmins out there, bringing their new two players into the mix. It's a lot, I wouldn't say adversity, but it's a challenge for them to find their groove.
Yeah, we've seen just under 13 minutes from Tobias Cameron, 6.5 from Max Darling, who we assume coming off his injury will be on a minutes restriction tonight. And they haven't set the world alight, they haven't had to, which has been a nice introduction for them to both, after Tobias getting some action in the Rapid League as well. Coach M will be pretty happy with his new recruits.
And how about that? And putting his arms around his new teammates and just getting in the mix. We've spoken about the great culture that both of these squads seem to have going. And good to see Tobias Cameron fitting right in with his team.
There was a great article recently on just the continuity down in Southland. Coach M wanting to stay. Guys taking pay cuts to fit other guys into the roster. All the right things you want to hear if you're a Southland Sharks fan.
Absolutely, and they came so close. So all have come back and banded and bonded together even more to try get a banner down south.
If they can get out of Otago with their 8th win in a row, and this one without their talisman and Sam Timmins, it'll be a very happy ball club tonight. We've got 20 minutes of action before we can see that happen though, and a pretty determined Otago Nuggets team standing in the way.
But also, speaking of teams that want to make, you know, deep runs in the playoffs, you have to know how to adjust. So as much as we don't want to see Sam Timmins out by any means, potentially this is a good run for them to see how they would go if they ever do need to play without him, if he gets in foul trouble or, you know, something like that down the line.
Shout out to Chemist Warehouse, official stats partner of the SouthNBL, keeping us informed throughout the season. Alan Louis gets us back underway.
I was saying to you earlier while we were off air, just the matchups that the Sharks have gone with, putting Tukaha Cooper on Louis, potentially for that size, and taking Jones and putting him on Rusbatch, the shooter.
Offensive foul called on Louis. Cat Asprey getting the high fives. The salesman.
He's had a few calls go his way this game.
He's a very physical player, Alan Louis. Here is Asprey on the other side of the ball this time. Tuok trailing him. Fires it over to Boone in the corner. 3-ball from the corner, down it goes. Sharks, a good looking start.
Spoke about the continuity at the Sharks. Those two, great connection, finding one another, knowing each other's strengths. Boone, perfect place for Asprey.
Louis pushes Edgar off, finds Moller, 3-ball. Moller's going to get his own rebound. Tiptoes into the corner. Rusbatch drawing the foul like a veteran and almost getting it to go. Ethan Rusbatch strides to the line.
Giving us flashbacks to 2019 when he won Most Improved Player in the league, averaging 20 points per game and shooting a whopping 43% from deep.
Absolutely on fire for the Hawke's Bay Hawks that year. Earned himself Tall Blacks call-up and spot at the breakers. Playing under Zico Coronel, probably the fastest basketball I can remember ever seeing played that year in Zico's team.
He's another very animated coach that you have to see live.
Well, Yeah, it's funny you mentioned that. Ethan be used to the likes of Coach Sparrow, having been through the school of Zico Coronel.
And I think Ethan Rusbach has really found a home down here in the Otago Nuggets. He's playing inspired basketball, really locked in on both sides of the floor. Not only do we see him produce offensively, but sometimes taking the hardest matchup defensively.
Foul call there on Aaron Louis on the box out. Be interesting to see that one again as he storms off to the bench. Down number 4 on Louis.
I would be irate after that call if I was him as well.
Ryan Jones is playing in his own time. Asprey driving, oh what a finish. Caleb Asprey, a little celebratory skip afterwards.
Yeah, speaking of time, Asprey, great clock awareness. Time was running down on that shot. Smiler off the on-ball.
Ripped out of his hands by Kupo, just stepped out of bounds.
Another look at Asprey getting straight down the lane. Up and in over the deep.
Tuak fires it over to Smiler, his Moller. Looking inside, Miller Joes, but that one a weak attempt as Braden Inga cops the contact and he'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Braden Inga, very versatile, able to initiate their offense as a big man has the green light from Yim to take it coast to coast. Well, the first time these teams matched up in round 1, Brandon Inga actually did not play. They were still without Asprey and Boone as well. So a couple more players to add onto the scout for this Nuggets squad.
Yeah, Inga still on his way back from the British League at that point. Moller hands it off. Tuak, 12 points, 5 rebounds so far for boy Tuak. Just loses the handle again, finds Isaac Miller-Jose. He's got a real knack at just being in the right place at the right time for his team, Isaac Miller-Jose. Boone dropping it inside to Inga. Rusbach's talking to him the whole time. They've known each other for a while. Braden Inga, fall away jumper, beautiful.
The Sharks once again wanted that look, very intentional at going at those mismatches. Ethan Rusbach though, solid defense, forced him into a tough shot. Inga just too good. And how about Asprey plucking that one out of the air?
Trying to sell a foul on the transition. Instead finds Ryan Jones. Boone, Asprey to the hoop, and that time he is fouled by Isaac Miller-Jose.
Miller-Jose really not wanting that one to be an and one. Have another look at the ball movement from the Sharks. And then Jose, hard foul across the body. Asprey's been working these refs, but I'd be a little bit annoyed about that foul as well.
There was a little bit of discussion whether it was going to be called an unsportsmanlike. Did he go for the ball? Is the question I think Caleb Asprey is asking.
You know, there's some players that you fire up and when they see red, they get worse. Other players, when you fire them up, they step up to another level. Let's hope this moment, for the Nuggets' sake, isn't one of those for Asprey.
Barnsley picks it up over shoelaces. Another offensive rebound for Isaac Miller-Jose. And among the tall timber down there, to clear the traffic. His Barnsley trips over Asprey.
And that'll be Asprey's second personal foul.
McKenzie back into the game. Here he is for the Nuggets. Over to Miller Jost, wide open, 3-ball. High off the iron, rebounded by Smiler. Moller, contested 3, off to the right. Jones comes away with it. And the offense, Crystal, slowing down in the start of this third quarter after an electric first half. As Edgar loses possession, Miller Jost right in the heart of everything the Nuggets are doing at the moment, Isaac Miller Jost.
Yeah, Miller Jost, his work ethic is so high. You said it, he just has a knack of getting into the right places. The ball seems to find him. I'm just keeping an eye on these rebounds, these offensive rebounds on both sides of the ball. Nuggets only have 8, but it feels like more.
Trail by 12 to the Otago Nuggets on their home floor against their biggest rival. Caleb Smiler under duress, finishing.
Spoken about guards being physical, getting to their spots down low. Caleb Smiler can absolutely do that. He's crafty around the rim.
He's going to have a big part to play in this second half with Alan Louis off with 4 fouls. Miller Jost, Moller steps into a 3 from the wing. Rebounded by Asbury. Rebound number 6. Oh, and what a finish down the other end.
Oh, not the too small by Asbury. Great play by the Sharks. Not only did he come off that on-ball screen, but Ryan Jones cut through, opening up that drive. Have a look, Ryan Jones just shallow cutting, opens that lane up for Asbury, and Miller Jost not having it. Take it back.
Sprinkler out on the floor at Breeze Arena.
That's a way to be a fan at a game. Get up and get amongst it.
No school tomorrow. Give it your best shot.
Looking for ways to burn some energy out of your kids. Coming to a basketball game is definitely a great idea.
Always good atmosphere down at the Edgar Centre as well. Such success for the Nuggets since they re-entered the league back in the late 2019. Brent Matahari, what a job he did there as head coach. A couple of championships along the way. And now Jeff Sparrow building a great culture down there.
Well, they're looking to get back to that fine form that they had in 2022 and 2023 when they won back-to-back championships. Obviously, Sam Timmins, a big part of that team as well.
Back underway, and they trail by 12 right now, though. Smiler drives aggressively and finishes.
Great take through too. And here we see this full court press from the Nuggets.
Asbury looking for Inga. Looking to go work on McKenzie. Stepping away, high arcing shot. Rebound from Moller.
Tyson Thatsupayase comes in the game. He's only played 5 minutes so far in this one, but remember, Louis out in foul trouble.
Moller driving, missed his last couple of attempts from beyond the arc, so gets himself to the hoop. And we'll get a chance at 3 points the old-fashioned way.
Have another look at Moller. Just the rip straight down that right slot lane. Give it to him.
What a guy to call on in your roster, a 10-year Australian NBL vet. Been involved in some massive playoff games across the ditch. Always find that having guys like that in your team, not only on the court help, but just developing the young Kiwis as well, makes such a difference.
It does, and not just, you know, the skills they bring, but the professionalism that they teach the young guys as well. And also in moments like this, when you're trying to fuel a comeback, Darling A lot of contact going to the rim on that one. But just that leadership, that cool head out there that can just bring you back together. And we see him leading that huddle for the Nuggets as well, in the absence of Louis, their floor general. Just wondering how long the Nuggets are going to leave Tuach out of this ball game. He's only got the one personal foul. 12 points in his 21 minutes of play.
Second free throw doesn't go. Smiler comes down with it after a battle between Cameron and Miller-Joes. A little too much action off the ball there. I think the foul's been called on Tobias Cameron. It's Tukaha Cooper and Keelan Boone come back into the game for the Sharks.
Yim has gone 8 deep in his rotation this ball game. Miller-Joes has gone 1 from 3 with that shot from the Chemist Warehouse.
This is in second. And between him and Moller, they come up with a rebound and another chance, though, the Nuggets. Respectful around the back pass to Fatapaesi. Boone comes down with the board. The Sharks just keeping the Nuggets at arm's length. Boone. Jump ball to call after being tied up by Ethan Rusbach. Sharks keep possession thanks to the FIBA possession arrow.
And that's the buy-in defensively we've seen all season from Ethan Rusbach. Really getting in that lane early, stunting, helping off his, just getting his hands on it.
Well, Cooper left wide open, but Asprey didn't see him. Instead finds Darling, gives it straight back to him. 3 ball off. Darling with the ball, but foul there.
Yeah, the Nuggets got out lucky on that one. Miscommunication on that baseline out of bounds.
Put the pass, he called for the foul. And after the offensive explosion we saw in the first half, Crystal, this has been a much more subdued quarter from these teams. 12 points in the third quarter for the Nuggets, 14 for the Sharks.
The Sharks will be happy about that. The last time, or more happy than they were the last time they played. In the third quarter, they only scored 8. And that was kind of the turning point for them.
They're doing a professional job so far, the Sharks, just keeping the Nuggets at bay. Making life pretty hard for them at every turn. Here's Caleb Smiler. It's pretty physical off the ball as well in this third quarter. A look for Rusbach as to climb high and pluck that one out the air. Here's Moller. Oh, Cooper did really well to get a hand in. It'll bounce straight back to Moller. His mid-ranger doesn't go. Here come the Sharks the other way. Tobias Cameron drops it off to Darling, stepping through, blocked by Moller. Asprey, Cooper. Well, it's messy, but it works in the end. A 3-ball.
Great play on both ends by Tukaho Cooper. Disrupted the shot on one and rewards himself with a 3 on the other.
Rusbach. Contact, no whistle. Cameron comes the other way. Asprey picks up the dribble, finds Boone. He puts up a 3-ball from the wing. And both teams just doing a I don't know if you call it a great job, but they're doing a job in disrupting each other's flow. Compared to the first 2 quarters, they just look disjointed. I'm not sure if that's a props to the defense of both teams or a criticism of the offense of both teams.
Yeah, a little bit of both. I think in the first half we saw them be really intentional about going back to the hot hand. In this half, I think they've kind of gone away. They've been trying to find who's that guy at any one moment.
Chemist Warehouse, hoops in schools. Pretty simple. Get hoops at your school. Thanks to Chemist Warehouse. Scan that QR code on screen. This is some great new hoops in schools. Wakefield, Nelson, just the other week, looking beautiful. Great addition to the community, and that could be you. Find out more by scanning that QR code. It's the Chemist Warehouse in Basketball New Zealand. Rylan Jones, 3 ball doesn't drop. He's back into the game though. It should be worrying for Nuggets fans. Pulling the strings out there for the Sharks. Here's Tuok trying to inject himself into this third quarter. He does with a beautiful pass to a curling Ethan Rusbatch.
How about that? We were watching it on screen and I still don't know how he got that there. Tuok, great job assisting his scorer.
Cameron, trademark, bollocking down the lane, flexes on him.
Just said, honey, I'm home. Look at Tobias Cameron, turn this corner, big body move. Letting him know about it.
I think he was penalised. He was penalised for the flex. I'm going to say it was worth it. It was good. It was good entertainment.
Right.
Ethan Rusbatch, forever the entertainer of the high fives and the technical free throw.
Oh, the best one I've seen is when the ref has held up 5 fingers for a foul and someone's gone over and high-fived them out of the game. And these 4 boys are getting a lot of work in today. Very physical game.
Back underway after the big play from Tobias Cameron. And straight away a turnover from the Nuggets. And just lacked the fluency in the third quarter as they try and trim this deficit.
And, you know, this is also a result of having Alan Louis on the bench. Your floor general gets you in your sets and really controls the momentum. Boone splitting the gap.
Rusbatch in the passing lane though, comes away with a steal. Into Miller-Jost, great pass. He just gets tangled up with Rylan Jones. Helps him off the floor.
Good recognition by the Nuggets to fire it on in to him inside. Have another look at it. Smiler with the heads-up play. Miller-Jost standing at 6'8", definitely has the height advantage over Rylan Jones inside.
Miller-Jost at the Chemist Warehouse line, looking to add to his 5 points. Not on the first attempt. Or the second, and who's come down with the board? Zach McKenzie, good work on the offensive board.
Boy, Tuok straight down the lane. Can't get the finish, and the Sharks outrunning.
Jones, ball on a string. 2 feet in the paint. Cameron cutting. Oh, Cameron with the work and the finish. Tobias Cameron, beautiful.
I'm feeling for Miller-Jost right now, getting set up with Rylan Jones, and then switches on to Tobias Cameron.
Up by 11, the Sharks. get the deflection, but Miller Jose comes down with it, hands it off to Rusbach. They're paying very close attention to Ethan Rusbach, and he can't get the elbow jumper to go.
Tukaha Cooper with the very active defense, getting the ball back for the Sharks. They'll hold for the last play.
15 seconds to go in the third quarter. Doesn't drop, and that'll do us. Three-quarter time. Braden Inga can't get the three to go. Well, it hasn't been a pretty quarter, but it's been an effective one for the Southland Sharks, who are looking to make it 8 wins in a row. And they currently have their greatest rivals at arm's length at three-quarter time. Fourth quarter just moments away at the Edgar Centre between the Nuggets and the Sharks. Round 8 NZNBL King's birthday hoops. And it's the Sharks with the 11-point lead with 10 minutes to go. Alan Louis, 4 fouls to his name, starts the fourth quarter. And Crystal Ledger-Walker, they're going to need something out of him. They're going to trim this deficit.
Yeah, absolutely. He's been out of the ball game, able to watch what's going on. But how about Jones getting his hands in on it? Not enough. Ethan Rusbach picking up the crumbs. 26 points for him.
Caleb Asprey has 19. Here he is for the Sharks. Finding Cooper, 3-ball, down it goes. Tukaha Cooper, a young Northlander, contributing at the other end of the country. Up to 13 now.
It's been locked in defensively. We know he's got a big suitcase on the offensive end. Tuach, 3-point goes down for him. That's his second of the game, and he's 100% from deep.
It'll be a pretty simple equation for the Nuggets, and the kind of equation that Jeff Sparrow loves, and that is get some stops. You've got the offensive firepower. They need to show their defensive wares, just they have done in recent weeks. How about that, though? All the defense in the world won't stop the step-back 3 from Caleb Asprey.
Not at all. McKenzie had his left hand up as well. Did not matter.
Louis Moller, heavily contested 3. Good hands. Will Ledger with the defense. Asprey feeling hot, although gave himself away straight after the shot with the full sprint on the rebound. 2 up the other end, 3-ball, down it goes.
And you know, yes, Asprey chasing his own miss, trying to get it back, but he also takes himself out of that safety position, which throws his team off on the defensive transition.
down the ledger screen. Asprey dribbling the air out the ball, copping a foul. Bit of whiplash on the neck.
Have another look at this leak out for the Nuggets. Walk-in three for Tuach. 3 from 3. Tuach. Been waiting on the bench for that.
And an early timeout in this fourth quarter. And she is here for the dancers. And the phone just fell out of her pocket. Hope someone tells her about that. And I hope the screen isn't cracked. Great to see the fans out on the court. Look at that. Awesome. The dad's turning the wrong way, which I completely relate to.
Probably dragged out there, but what a way to get amongst it with the kids. Love that they bring them out on the court and give them a chance. Get some screen time.
They want to be on court too.
Pick me, pick me.
There's either a Jack Andrew jersey on the court there, or that young man has scored Andrew.
Well, they're having their own fun up in the stands.
Cone on the head.
Not quite the shark helmets, but I like it.
But out of context, why is there a cone on the head?
Hey, it's orange. Wear everything orange.
Oh, you assuming Sharks fan? Just going for the orange cone on head? Yep, yep. He's rocking it. Harry Potter vibes. Fun time out early in the fourth, and now back to the serious stuff. The Sharks looking for 8 straight wins. Oh, Rusbach, good hand. That's off the midriff of Ryland Jones as well. So the Nuggets happy with that. Quick defensive set.
Once again, just making things happen on this defensive end for his team. Knows they're down. He knows they're going to have to put together some consecutive stops to get back in it.
Single digits, the deficit. Louis finds Rusbach. Here's Moller.
Max Darling just holding him out there.
There's a strong man, Max Darling, as Louis loses the rock. Asprey comes away with it. Here's Cameron. Speaking of strong men, Darling, corner 3, leaves it short. Tuach. Moller gets rid of one. Asprey comes in with the block low. Oh, and that's a push in the back of Asprey. Well, Moller thinks he's flopped.
And I like the rotation from Asprey to get there at the second shot attempt. But here's a skill of really throwing his body around. Have another look. Cameron flies by. Asprey able to get him for a piece.
There was a hand on the back that time. Craig Moller used to such physicality in the Australian NBL over his time.
And it is a skill to be able to get all these calls. I know, you know, you just saw Max Darling. He's not going to move from a hand on his back. But it's all a part of the game.
Barsley back into the game for the Nuggets as Cameron catches and shoots from the inbound. Darling and Miller-Jose get tangled up. That's a foul on Isaac Miller-Jose. Jeff Sparrow going full hummingbird. Trying to get his team just back into it.
That'll be Miller-Jose's 3rd foul. And with Moller, that push in the back of Asprey, that's taken him up to 4. So
plucks it out the air, though, does Craig Moller. I told you he was a good AFL player back in the day. 2 up, stepping right into the chest of Tobias Cameron, that charges the call.
there's one thing we remember from his time at the Bulls. It's all the charges he took. So good at getting his feet set, beating you to the spot, and just putting his body on the line.
Coach Yim in the signature sweatshirt. Cool, calm and collected tonight as Max Darling uses his strength to get to the rim. Moller Big rebound. He's stepping up for the Nuggets so far in this fourth quarter. Has to play a seat. 2 feet in the paint. Moller, 3-ball from the corner. He's fouled, shooting it. Cameron can't believe it. Craig Moller can.
Oh,
and a technical foul.
Is that on Tobias Cameron? Because is that his second? He got that one for flexing on the other end, remember?
It will be interesting to see if that is on Cameron or on the Sharks bench. Couldn't see if Coach Jim and the bench are making it. It's Cameron who's trudging off to the sideline. And out the gym. He's getting a warm ovation, and he's playing up to from the Sharks fans as he makes his way to the locker room. Second technical on Tobias Cameron. His return to the Souths NBL has been eventful. He's played well, but he's leaving 6 minutes and 14 seconds earlier than he would have liked.
He'll end this one with 9 points, 1 rebound, 2 assists, but what it really was his plus-minus second in the team in that category. Could be the shift that the Nuggets need.
Meanwhile, Craig Moller just steadily going about his business.
Moller only missed 1 free throw. In this one, and he makes the second. But he struggled from deep, 1 from 8 from outside.
I think he made all 4 there, the technical, and then all 3 for the foul on the three-pointer. As Barzik comes away with it, I just sense a momentum shift here. Huge if this goes from Rusbatch. It doesn't. The tip-in doesn't either. Miller Jose with the rebound, the foul. Boone called for it. Miller Jose to the line. The Nuggets coming alive at the midway point in the fourth quarter.
You can just feel the energy lifting, the momentum starting to shift their way.
He's loving it. Timeout. I assume the Southland Sharks. Got ourselves a 5-point ball game. 6 minutes to go, or just under.
The Sharks won't be happy on the offensive side of the ball, only putting up 6 points in this quarter. I mentioned earlier in the game, they had that third quarter the last time they played where they only scored 8. So the Nuggets know that they can shut them down, they can lock them up. See what Coach Yim can draw up for his team.
Dance coach, that's my guess.
Hey, we all have film. Go back and review.
Brought her own pom-poms, respect that. Rusbatch and Bardsley the first back onto the floor. Listen, Rusbatch set the tone for the Nuggets tonight. Matt Bardsley has set the tone for the Nuggets over the last 5 or so years. Miller Jose at the line, gets his first to go. He'll be happy with that one.
Don't see many free throws banked in, but we'll take it.
He was 1 for 6 before that trip to the line. He was 3 for 8. Asprey. He's got 22 points, Caleb Asprey. He's been playing in his own time zone tonight as well. What a pass to Braden Inga. Big rebound, Boone. It's a smart timeout from Coach Yim to try and curtail the momentum of the Nuggets. Can they do it on the scoreboard as well? Foul called on Matty Bardsley. Just his second.
But once again, just that height, that length really troubling the Nuggets. Yes, Matt Bardsley had the inside positioning for the rebound, but just wasn't able to get Boone out and make some space down low. Boone with that length, able to just get a hand and tip it back up. Boone, a very reliable scorer for the Southland Sharks squad.
Plays both his free throws. Bringing your own thundersticks, I like as well. Bringing them up the road from Southland, you know. Real stadium Southland vibe, the thundersticks. Moller, left alone, didn't want to shoot the three, though finds Tuach instead. He will shoot the three. Off the front line, gets his own rebound. Bounces it off Asprey's head and then leaves him for dead. Gets another one of his own rebound and eventually gets it in. Boy, Tuach's doing a bit of everything. Another technical foul.
These refs are not having it.
Technical foul on. We're walking the other way. He's just as confused as us. I think it's on Boy Tuach. Let's have a look here. He gets his rebound, sticks with it. Oh, maybe for that, for the ball grab and the place on the ground.
Him and Asprey both talking about it.
For what is the question from Coach Sparrow? It was a great play. The stick-to-itiveness. It must have been for this. There's a clampdown in recent years on not touching the ball when it goes to the net. I don't think I've ever seen a technical given that quickly for it, though.
Right, they might have got a delay of play warning earlier in the game.
It looks like they've downgraded it to a warning. There's no free throw, unless we just missed the free throw as well. The replays have been taken. I think we have 83-79 free throw made. Here's Edgar. Defensive intensity left from the Nuggets. Darling, quick hands. Jones gets rid of one, shoots the other. Three ball. Ryder Jones.
Third three of the game. He's making great plays for his squad down the stretch. Hit some deep ones and that time makes no mistake.
7-point game, under 5 to go. Wide open Rusbech under the hoop. Nonchalantly finishes. Missed connection there on defense from the Sharks.
Yeah, Jones and Asprey frustrated at each other. That's the most open Ethan Rusbech has been all night. Jones probing the D.
Looking to drop it off to Edgar. Moller read that beautifully, comes away with the steal. Here come the Nuggets. Louis has played this fourth quarter on 4 fouls. Shakes off Asprey. Jones swiping down, committing a foul. You can't have too many complaints about that one. That's going to be his 4th.
Louis doing a good job of staying in the game with those 4 personal fouls. Not only do you have to be mindful on the defensive end not to foul, but it also, you know, a guard like him who's so physical offensively as well, it stops the aggressiveness that you can play with.
Rusbech's getting open. It's off-ball screen there from Miller-Jost. Big rebound, 2 of them from Boone.
Does that count as a double rebound off the backwood to himself? Take it, step pad.
Jones looking for options, finding one, and Edgar gets it straight back. Tuach chasing him, what a find to Braden Edgar.
Great placement on that pass. Jones just did a great job of drawing the defense away from Edgar and getting Miller-Jost to turn his head on the cut. Nuggets, once again, looking to talk about some adjustments they can make towards the Sharks squad.
Scan the QR code on screen. The last meatball pizza from our friends at Sal's for $35. Use the online code SalesBaller26. Valid for King's birthday weekend until Tuesday. More basketball tomorrow from Palmy Dice. The Jets taking on the Saints. Completes rivalry round. And we're back at it on Wednesday. Tuatara taking on the Rams. All from Canterbury. That's as big a game as you get in any code in New Zealand.
Yeah, looking forward to the Jets-Saints matchup tomorrow, especially with the Webster brothers back in the mix. Speaking about pieces being added late in the season.
A couple of pretty good pieces to add.
And how cool if they could go on a run and do something with their dad as their coach as well.
Love the family dynasties we see in the Southland NBL. We saw Tobias Cameron get ejected in the fourth quarter. Great to see him back in New Zealand, though, even if he is watching on from the locker room now, as Ryland Jones finishes. Basket counts to the line for one more. Takes the air out the gym, apart from those Sharks fans, of course.
Have another look at this drive. Jones, he knows Louis is in the help side. He's sitting on 4 fouls. Just gets himself straight into the lane. Ryland Jones stepping up big. But going back to speaking of brothers and brothers in the league, it was so fun to watch Flynn Cameron play alongside Tobias. Just the way they had each other's backs. There was no way you were going to take one out without having the other one running in. And potentially, if they were both out there, they could have split technical fouls.
Foul here, so we're going to trudge down to the other end of the court. In recent years, well, we've seen the Cameron brothers, of course. Jaden Boucher, I've seen. Hayden Jones.
Hayden Jones killing it at under-20 nationals right now.
So we've seen that next generation of those legendary Tall Blacks. Zach Rampton, son of Tony, playing this year. Pretty cool to see. We've seen any number of books as well around the place.
Amy Book doing such an exciting job over in the States, working all those leagues. WNBA, NBA, pretty cool to see New Zealanders get all different types of jobs around the world in basketball.
Yeah, absolutely. The only job these two teams are worried about will be trying to close out this game. Right now it's advantage Southland Sharks. The clock very much becoming their 6th man to finish this one. Ryland Jones says, leave me alone, I got this one. 10 on the shot clock. Inga sets the screen. Asprey, great hands. And a finish too. Languid from Caleb Asbury.
Just good game management to run that shot clock all the way down, waste some time, and get a really good shot for your scorer in Asprey.
Tuach into the lane, he's fouled to go to the line to shoot 2. Still plenty of time here for the Nuggets. Over 2 minutes to go. 10 points to deficit, potentially 8 if Tuach can make both his free throws.
Tuach has gone 4 from 5 from the Commerce Warehouse free throw line. And this one, make that 4 from 6. This time with the Tuatara, made some massive plays for them down the stretch. Definitely proven his worth in this league.
Jones to Inga. No Timmins, of course, tonight for the Sharks. Looking to win 8 straight. Trying every move in the book. Rylan Jones can't get the finish though. Tuach goes the other way. 4 on 2. He pulls up for the 3. Drains it too. Boy Tuach.
He's only missed one of those all night. That's his 4th 3 of the game. Tukahakupa trying to get free.
Oh, drops it off to Asprey. And where are the Nuggets? They weren't anywhere near Caleb Asprey.
No, had no idea what they were thinking. Tuach! Oh, just too long.
Still over a minute to go. 8-point gain. I wonder if that was the smartest play from Tuach. Easy to say when it doesn't go in. Jones. Cooper driving, wanting a whistle, doesn't come. Rylan Jones has to put it up, 0.9 on the shot clock. Misses, Moller with the rebound. Oh, the steal from Jones. And that's a big, big play from Rylan Jones. They'll take another 24, and that has to be a travel. Yeah, it is a travel.
Yeah, definitely a travel, but how about Rylan Jones? He's getting things done for his squad. Tukahakupa trying to find some space, and that's that play where the Nuggets just stop playing.
Yeah. They might have expected a whistle maybe on the drive, not sure. That was a free 2 points to Caleb Asprey and the Southland Sharks.
Caleb Asprey having himself a game. 27 points, 8 rebounds, 4 assists, 3 steals and a block.
It's nice and relaxed, Coach Yim.
Coach Yim this off-season spent time with the USC women's basketball team over in the States, Division 1 school over there. Might be familiar. Tera Reid went there. See what Louis can find.
Tuach losing his footing and losing possession. And potentially losing any last hope of getting back into this game.
Twenty turnovers for the Nuggets.
Had such a big advantage in rebounds, 44 to 32. That turnover stat is a killer if you're Jeff Sparrow. .30 seconds to go. 10-point game. Tuach driving and not finishing. Well, you've got to credit the Sharks, Crystal. They withstood an ejection from Tobias Cameron. They withstood a pretty sizable momentum shift midway through that 4th quarter as well, and the Nuggets really started to heat up, and the crowd did too. And they just kept them at arm's length, done a professional job without Sam Timmins, with a couple of new pieces in there, and deserved their win.
Yeah, absolutely. Like we've been saying, it was a big question mark on how they were going to play, what their game style would look like without Sam Timmins, but I think they just proved tonight how deep they really are, what Max Darling and Tobias Cameron can bring to the squad, and the fact that they have a great culture going on down there with a lot of players willing to step up in the absence of others.
8 straight wins for the Southland Sharks. And they've done it without Sam Timmins tonight. He's got a big smile on his mustachioed face.
They have. He'll be happy to go down to the go up to the Otago Nuggets and get the win with the Sharks. Look at them thanking their fans who have travelled, have made the trip, who are backing this squad. And that guy on your screen is our MVP pick, Rylan Jones. He made all the little plays, the winning plays down the stretch, not only on the offensive side of things, but also on defense. Played through his 4 personal fouls, picked up 5 steals, 7 assists, 2 rebounds, was perfect from the free throw line, 3 threes, and ended the game with 18 points. Was a true floor general, and in the end was able to play with their momentum and keep things going the Sharks' way.
And they'll be pretty happy with their night's work. Will the Southland Sharks. 99-89, they get the win over the Otago Nuggets. And we see the Chemist Warehouse stats. Ethan Raspach absolutely on fire tonight offensively. A fast start for him. Too much came to play in that second half. But Rylan Jones and Caleb Asbury just kept the scoreboard ticking over.
They really did. Tuach and Raspach, 8 3-pointers between the two of them. Absolutely on fire from deep. But how about Mola and Miller-Jose inside for the Nuggets? They were really going to work on the glass. But you said it, Jones and Asbury just too hard to contain offensively. 18 and 29 points between them, and then those assists, 7 and 4, really sharing the ball around, getting things going, and making the most of Alan Louis being out of the game with his foul trouble in the second half. But how about those steals as well? We know the Nuggets pride themselves on the defensive side of the ball, but the Sharks absolutely stepped up and met them there, pulling in a lot of steals of their own. Rylan Jones once again leading the way in that category. That's what you love to see, the fans getting behind their team, being the best 6-man that they can.
Upcoming games tomorrow from Palmy. The Manawatu Jets take on the Wellington Saints. 2 o'clock, that one on your King's birthday Monday. Wednesday night from 6 o'clock, the Tuatara take on the Canterbury Rams from Ventfinder Stadium in Tamaki Makaurau. From Napier on Thursday, 6 o'clock, the Hawks taking on the Giants. Both teams looking to turn their seasons around. And then we're back at the Edgar Centre in Dunedin. Friday night from 6:30, the Nuggets taking on the Franklin Bulls. Both teams coming off losses today. We're looking to rectify things come the end of the week. Well, that'll do us from Dunedin. A professional job done from the Southland Sharks. And they take the shield home with them tonight.
Sam's just going, I won that.
You've been a part of almost all the wins on that in the last few years. There's Sam Timmins, the happy man tonight, as are the Southland Sharks as they make their way back down the road to Invercargill from Hugh Bain and Crystal Ledger-Walker. Been our pleasure to bring you some Sunday night hoops here on Sky Sport. Let's do it all again next time.